Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning once again.
Morning.
We are glad indeed to have you. Welcome to this hybrid webinar and event as well. My name is Masi Sitima. As we prepare just to be able to have our house in order, I just want to take first all this opportunity to welcome everyone who's been able to make it to today's session. That is both in person in the room, and also we have an online audience of people who are joining us and streaming live. So we have a broader audience as well for those who are following online. And just to be able to open up the session, allow me to break down why we are here today, and then we'll be able to just have some housekeeping rules, and then we'll jump into the program. So this event has been put together and has been hosted by Ecobank, and that is why we're here today. And this has been done in partnership with organizations. First, we have Wild International. That is an organization that focuses on strategy and supporting organizations and owner-managed businesses to be able to put together their strategies and scale in business. We also have Africa 118 that also has come on board. That will be very key in the program that we have today. And we also get to hear more about Africa 118 when we have our speaker, when we introduce our speaker for today. We also have in partnership with Melanin Capital, who are also on board in helping this become possible and just enabling this initiative today. So those are the companies that have come together just to make this happen. On behalf of this organization, I want to say welcome, and we are glad to have you. My name, just to introduce myself again, my name is Masi Sitima. I work with Wild International as a strategy consultant, and I will be your host for the day. So I hope this will be an engaging conversation. I know it just started off, but trust me, with this event becomes what we make it. So I just want to welcome us to engage, ask questions. Do not leave the same way you came. Make sure if you have any query, make sure if you want to have or you have any contribution, this is the room where we are able to do this. So karibuni sana. Just to go into a bit of housekeeping so that this is convenient, having that we've already had our breakfast and also we have an online community joining us in, I just want to be able to give a bit of guidelines. So for places of convenience, for the washrooms, you just get out as we came in. When you're going to the elevators, there's an entrance on your right. That is where you're able to get the rooms of convenience. For those who need a glass of water or you need water, just outside the room, there's a water dispenser. You're able to get water just to make sure you're refreshed through this session. Also, we have something in store later, so keep it locked. You did not come in vain. We are hoping at least when you come, there's impact in your businesses and in yourself. So keep it locked. I'll not reveal that now, but later it will be revealed. So yes, let's stay engaged. Also, just to be able to have this convenient, I'll request that we have our phones on silent so that we do not have interference. So I'll give this opportunity. If your phone is, you can be able to have it on silent. And for those who are joining online, I'll request as you join in, please mute your mic, but we can be able, if you want to be able to have your video on, that would be okay, especially when you get to the Q&A session, we can be able to engage with you as well. We have a QR code on your seats when you walk in. This is to enable engagement. So if you're able to scan the QR code, that takes you to a platform, that is Mentimeter. It takes you to a platform where you can write all your comments and your questions. So we may have different speakers or maybe different people, or maybe you have a question. You don't have to wait till the end and you might forget. So please scan the QR code. That is where you can ask your questions live as we go along, so that when you get to answer that, we capture everything that needs to be captured. And for those who are online, please make use of the Q&A section on the chat section to ask your questions, so that also that will be captured and we'll be able to engage with you. That being said, Allow me now to just open the session and introduce our host, just to be able to come and give some opening remarks. I think it's important so that at least, when you go somewhere, the host has to say something so that you feel officially welcome. Am I right? Yes. Thank you for agreeing with me. So help me welcome Mr. Obed from Ecobank to give a few remarks.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning to those who are here physically today and to the team that is joining us virtually. My name is Obed Ogeto. I am a relationship manager within Ecobank. I support Elevate, and Elevate for Ecobank is women banking. So we are passionate about supporting women in business. And Ecobank is a Pan-African bank. We have a presence in 35 African markets. And in Kenya, we are in most major cities. So today, like it has been mentioned, it's one of the sessions that are one of the main sessions that we've done before and that we are doing today. And I'm happy that you've been able to get time to be part of this conversation. So as it was mentioned, we are doing this in collaboration with Africa 118. We also have our partners like Wiley International, and we're also doing this alongside Melanin Capital. So mine is to welcome you all here and request that we participate in the conversation and ask as many questions as possible, because like I mentioned, Ecobank is passionate about supporting businesses, and Elevate specifically is actually here to do that. What we do primarily as Elevate is to ensure that we support businesses. There are two aspects to what we do. One of them is access to credit. Today, if you have a business, you realize the reality is men are more advantaged when it comes to access to credit, unlike women. Because my brother George will tell you that where it comes from, he already has a piece of land. He has a title deed. It's an easy conversation today if George walks to Ecobank and says that I have a property in Kisii Town valued at 10 million, and I'm looking at a working capital of 5 million. Not many ladies have that advantage. So Elevate, we appraise women based on your bankings, and we can give you loans without collateral. It's an easy conversation. You come to us, let's say wherever you've been banking, all we ask from you is your statement, and we can be able to give you loans without having to ask you for collateral. Because we realize the biggest disadvantage today to women is actually accessing credit because of the bit on collateral. So the second bit we do as Elevate is actually the non-financial, where we offer trainings like what you're doing today. So I would want to welcome all of us, and let's be part of this conversation. Thank you so much for creating time to be here today. Asante sana. Thank you.
Please help me appreciate him once more. I think this is a very important initiative, especially not just in Kenya, across Africa, where it's been a struggle, especially for women in business being able to access finance. So being able to mitigate and being able to handle those barriers by being able to provide financing without collateral. Please, if you're a woman in the house, help me appreciate Ecobank. I'm not biased. If you're a man in the house, this is a good thing. Help me appreciate Ecobank. Thank you very much. That is a great initiative, and it helps us grow further and build towards building Africa. So allow me to, as I said, and I'll hint again, we have something good in store. So as I introduce our speaker for the day, keep your ears peeled and engage, because this could be what maybe you might leave here with something that you had not expected. As I will not give the details, I'll leave him to do that. So our speaker for today comes from Africa 118. I'd like to introduce him so that just to be able to come and share what is available, take us through a training. So I'll ask us to engage again, use the QR code. If you have questions, you have comments, put that in so that when you get to the Q&A section, we are able to answer that. If you're online, use the chat section, the Q&A section, so that also we are able to capture as we go along. So our speaker for today is John Wanjala. He's the head of strategic partnerships and digital enablement at Africa 180, where he leads high value collaborations focused on SME digital transformation across Africa. An expert in developing scalable digital strategies, he specializes in translating complex technology into clear, actionable growth plans for local businesses. And you can see this is connected to the theme of why we are here today. He has a proven track record of designing programs, including this partnership with Ecobank. So we have the right person in the room. This is a person you can engage and ask the right questions. That significantly boost online visibility and revenue for SMEs. John's insights will provide attendees with practical steps to master your online marketplace and use digital tools to ensure immediate and sustainable business growth. He is a recognized leader dedicated to closing the digital gap in African enterprise. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. John Wanjala.
Hey, good morning. Am I audible? Yes. I don't know where to start, but help me appreciate our moderator. I think she has done a great job. And I think the room is so silent. Let me start. This is my first time in this particular session. And one thing that I like doing is I like making people comfortable. Do you know the person seated next to you? Yes. Do you? How many do? How many people know the person standing in front of them? Do you know me? Yeah? Wanjala. I like starting with something funny. Most of the time when you go to a new place, people like saying their names. But after 10 minutes, try ask them, what is my name? You'll find that that person has actually forgotten, right? So let me ask. I believe everyone seated in this building is a business person, right? Yes. What is that one thing that you believe somebody will get good to about your business and keep on remembering every time they think about your business? Do you know it? That one thing about your business that you think somebody will always remember anytime they see you. Do you know it? Yes. Write it down. We are going to use it somewhere. Write it down. Okay, fine. It's not a sentence. I just mean a word. If you write a sentence, then you are on the wrong track. If you write a sentence, we are not on the right track. The second thing that I want to do is very simple. Now you know your name, right? If I say my name is John, how many Johns do you know? How many do you know? Several. So what is that unique name that is connected to your business that you know about? Which name? For example, if I say I'm John, some people might call me John the Baptist, right? Some people might call me John the... Just got it right. I didn't want to say because I was working and you got it right. So most of the time, when I ask you to introduce yourself, there are usually three things that people look at. And in a business forum, I like doing it right. The last thing is the story behind your business. Do you know the story behind your business? Why did you start that business? Is it because you are sacked? Is it because you are jobless? Is it because you wanted to make more money and enjoy life? Is it because you want to provide for your family? Think about that reason why you started that business. Or is it to solve a problem? Which one is it? Which one is it? Is it to make money? Is it to provide for your family? Or is it to solve the problem? So now, to my question. Are you able to introduce yourself using that I've given you? Who thinks they got it right? What's the business here? I think that will be the first person that I will give something. Yes. This working? There are 3 elements, right? Just introduce yourself and let us know.
Right. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is Kevin Owino, and I run a company called Ecobank Safaris, which is a tours and travel company based in Nairobi. And we are known for memories. Our tagline is we thrive in creating memories. And our business was inspired by passion for travel and a need to explore Kenya and showcase what Kenya has to have as a destination, mostly for local travelers. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you remember him? Owino. Eh? Owino. What do you remember? Safari. Do you remember? Memories. Yes, that is what they got. Will they give you business? Eh?
Yes.
How will you get him once he has walked out of this business? Once he has walked out of that door? How will you give him business and you didn't get his number?
Maybe Google.
What will you Google from?
Safaris, memories.
Thank you. So there is something. So who can do it better? Thank you, Kevin. That was a great introduction.
Thank you.
Yeah, but the only thing that people got is Owino, Safaris, and what else? Memories. So those are the 3 things that people got. Anyone else? A lady? Most preferably a lady. Anyone? Okay, going once, twice. Give it a shot. It's a nice thing. I believe you also have people on the digital platform. If you get it right, kindly feel free to type what is there, and then the person on the digital side will assist me. Anyone else? Okay, fine. Give it to the gentleman who is really burning with it. Go ahead. Thank you.
She wants to try, yeah.
Okay, my name is Grace Mackenzie,
Mhm.
and I am a fitness coach. I do jump rope as a business. Yeah, it's a sport, but it's also for entertainment and it's for fitness. So the entertainment part is what my business is. What we are known for is paying attention to detail according to the needs of the clients that we have. And I found this out of frustration because I was having a problem like keeping fit and I didn't want the rigid gym programs and all. I wanted something easy that I could do anywhere I am, inexpensive and with little space, and something that I could introduce people to very easily. So I got on YouTube and realized that actually jump rope is an Olympic sport. I don't know if we know it here, because I know we are always skipping, but we don't know the sport part of it. So when I realized it's a sport, then I started getting information about it, and then realized also you could make money and run a business with it. So that's how I started. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, what do you remember about that? Jump rope. What else?
Olympics.
Eh?
Olympics.
What?
Edutainment.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
What else? Olympics. So literally, guys, you can bear me witness. That is the retention level. How you? Oh, she wants to try. Go ahead. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Standing is a respect. My name's Felicitas Moki. I'm in financial advisory and the industry of insurance. And the work that I do, I value integrity and professionalism. When I joined this is my actually the 10-year year, the industry, and I just ceased what I was doing to be the insurance industry because I was inspired, or rather, I want to offer financial solution for people because I usually see people not planning well because there is life. I usually believe there is life tomorrow. So if you want any financial assistance, regardless of in the terms of insurance industry, you go there. In my whatever I'm touched with, whatever I do, I use my full names. You don't want to search for another name. Felicitas Moore is the name.
Thank you, Felicitas. Okay, now we have option 1, B, and C, right? You remember them?
Yes.
What have you picked in the option C?
Felicitas Moore.
Felicitas Moore. Okay. What else? Assurance. What else? Advising, planning, solutions. Like tomorrow. What else?
Online.
Online. Perfect. So guys, to a very simple question. Do you think you're the only person doing those services in this country of ours?
No.
So what makes you stand out? Get it? So whenever you are doing business, ask yourself, you are not the only person doing that business, right? When you walk in a supermarket, you see different varieties, right? It's the same way when you're looking for a solution, there are different service providers, right?
Yes.
So ask yourself in this particular session that we are going to do today, I'm looking at how you are going to secure your business future. If your business is not even known in the present, does it have a future? Does it have a future?
No.
Yes, it has a future by doing the right thing, right? But if you fail to do the right thing, then it doesn't have a future. Is that okay? So I want you guys to take note of those 3 things that I asked. The first thing is your name. The second thing is your the story behind it. And the third thing was what? The unique thing. So those are the key things that people should always remember about your business when you leave that door. Is that okay?
Yes.
So I like engaging a lot with my audience because I don't want to be the traditional teacher who gives you information and yet this information is going to contradict what you already know. So I'll use what you guys know, then build it from there. Everyone in this room has a digital phone, right?
Yes.
Or a smartphone. Let me ask this simple question. You know your name, right? Type your first name on Google. Tell me if you'll appear there. You know your both names, right?
Yes.
Type your name on Google and tell me if you'll appear. Are you seeing any of your social media links there? Are you seeing any of your business there? Tell me, are you able to see that? You can even add your surname. If you are known with maybe Kenyatta, the Odinga, you can easily type in and see what comes. If also you are called Obama, you can go ahead and type Obama and see who will appear. Who has found their name? Okay, fine. Did you, what did you get?
I put my John Namai. John Namai works as a storyteller, festival producer, arts educator, and community organizer in Nairobi, Kenya.
Great, thank you. Who else? Yes.
LinkedIn
Yes, on
and research.
and research data. LinkedIn and research. Thank you. Who else?
Instagram,
Instagram.
then a blog that I wrote 12 years ago.
A blog that you wrote 12 years ago. Thank
That I
you.
used to-
That you used to write. Yes. LinkedIn. A blog that you wrote. How many years ago? A year ago. Okay. Your name is? Okay. Fine. Yes?
LinkedIn,
Uh-huh.
Facebook, images, a blog I wrote a month ago. There is the organization, and then there is a rocket research.
Perfect. Okay, where are those my friends that did not get anything? When you wrote both of your names. Thank you for being honest. They're in the right space. Is that okay? So one thing that I like saying, now type the name of your business. Do you have a business name? Type the name of your business on Google. What comes up? Your business. What have you seen about your business? Thank you. Yeah, fine, guys. So there are those two questions. How is your name linked to your business? When you read about your name, did it say anything about your business? I think Felicitas will say yes, because a business name is Felicitas Moat. Right, Felicitas? Is that your business name? Felicitas Moke. You've registered it under the Kenyan as a. Okay. Okay, guys, back here now. Back here. Now you can put your phones aside. I know the normal digital thing. So let me ask you this simple question as I introduce our main topic today. The simplest question, if you wake up one morning, all the digital gadgets are gone, your blogs, your digital footprint is gone. Will you still be in business, or will you be out of business? How many will be in business? Let me see. If your digital footprint disappears today, how many will be in business? How many? I'm seeing 9 hands, 10. How many will not be in business if you lose your digital footprint? 3. I'm interested to hear about the 3. Who is brave enough? Anyone? Feel free to share. Yes, go ahead.
I'm not in business because I because someone to translate online marketing.
Online marketing, 100%. Okay, fine. I don't know what to say when you say business will still appear when the digital footprint disappears. What do you mean for the other 9?
No, contacts that people that know us that are off social media or the digital space.
So you have contacts that you'll call and they'll give you business when your digital footprint disappears.
Yeah, or they even call.
They'll even call you. So those are loyal customers that you have that do not care about your digital footprint. Okay. Any other feedback?
I think
Referrals. Okay. Any other feedback?
I think the experience that our business gives, they will still look for us.
How will they find you?
There was a time we did not have phone. Like I would say, like the time when the
I'm
mobile
talking about you losing your digital footprint now.
phone now.
Digital footprint. I'm not talking about you losing your phone.
Social media.
I'm talking about you losing your digital footprint. I'm not saying your phone.
Okay, still referrals.
Carol.
Yes.
Yes. They can get you physically. So the way you are here today, somebody will come here. This is just for hours. Then you go to your usual place. That is where you sit every day. You don't leave. Yeah, there's something I'm driving at, just introducing what I'm going to give you guys. So it is very important. All of us here are your family people, right? You have your loved ones, that there's time for family, there's time for having these business forums. There's a time that you just go home and catch up with your grandparents, right? So whenever you are doing that, you are not in business. You are doing your family. When you are mourning our former, right? the whole nation was mourning. I believe we had holidays, right? Were you working? People were not working, right? Because people say we are on a holiday because it was communicated and it took effect. So there's something that I'm driving at with all this information. Is that okay, guys? So the same way, let me ask, on a holiday, which holiday is coming up next? Jamhuri Day. Will you be working?
Yes.
Some will be working if maybe you are dealing with a fast food or maybe some of these essential services, right? But these other corporate facilities like banks, they will do what they want. So it depends on the nature of your business. So guys, now to introduce us to our major topic. If all of you can look at this screen, I don't know the last person. Are you able to see this? Are you able to see this? Yeah, I like nowadays. I have a 3-year-old boy, and if you give them the phone and they see an ad, the first thing they do is to press what? Press what? Skip, right? Why do they do that? Who taught them? Themselves. You can imagine how long does it take a 3-year-old to skip? How long? Seconds. Now, to someone who is well educated and well informed, how long does it take them to skip something that is irrelevant? How long?
Less than a second.
Less than a second. So I'll ask this. The information that you have online about your business, do you think it is entertaining enough for a well-educated person to continue looking at it for the next 2 minutes? What do you think they're looking at? Thank you. Something that interests their eyes. What is that? Your name? Where you are located? See, I know you are located in Nairobi, right? What else are they looking for? Services. Yes, I do hair salon. I know I'm looking for somebody who can do my hair. What else? Your location. So guys, I think you're getting where I'm going to, right? If something is not interesting about your business, I'm not going to. So if you tell me I can get you online and it is not interesting to my eye, trust me, I'll get you and I'll just skip. True. The same way I like those suggestions that I see on LinkedIn and also see on Facebook. If you see something pop up on your Facebook, what do you do for you to accept that friend request? What's the first thing that you look at? Let me see. Profile picture, right? If this guy is well dressed, what will you do?
Consider.
You'll consider, right? You'll consider. But if this person is sketchily dressed, what will you do? You'll skip very fast. So there is the picture part of it, right? The second thing is the name, right?
Yeah.
If the name is something that refers to something bad, will you resonate with that name or will you say this is something I want to interact with? So ideally also the name of your business matters. The way you choose your business name will matter if I give you business or not. Are we together? Is that it? And then the information that you have on your profile. The information that appears there matters a lot. So guys, in this particular session, we are going to look at those 3 things that I've talked about. The first thing will be more of technology. The second thing will be about the name. The third thing will be about your uniqueness. I can see everyone here being well informed in terms of digital know-how. And I want to ask a very simple question. How many Kenyans are in this nation of ours? How many Kenyans? 55 million, 52 million, 58 million. All of you are totally right. But I'll ask, how many of that percentage can come to your business?
Not even 0.
Yes?
I think not even 0 point something.
So I'll be looking at some stats, and then I want you guys to break these stats. Is that okay? I don't want us to be ambiguous. People say when I go digital, things will be easy, right? But let us also be factual. If you are realistic with what you have, you know what you need to do, and then move. Is that okay? Now we can move to the next slide. These are the stats, guys, and I want you to look at them and then internalize them in your business. So we roughly have 57 million Kenyans. And this is according to the latest statistics that was done in February 2025. So if you look at that number, take it down now to mobile connections. How many connections do we have? 68. You understand why the number is higher than the population, right?
No.
Why?
Gadgets.
One person has how many gadgets? 2 or 3, right? And then you find in one household, how many gadgets do you have?
10.
So if this is the number that are cellular phone, how many individuals are accessing the internet? 27 million, right? So ask yourself, am I exposing myself to 27 million, and what percentage am I able to get? So this is just a rough idea. I'm going to break it down for you now to have the actual number that you are focusing on. Because even if I give you the 27 million, I doubt if you'll have the capital to fund them, right? So I want us to now go and look at the reality of this. Let's move the next slide. If I ask, how many people have limits of using certain apps on their phones? You check your phone, which is your best app? Is it the social network? Is it the chats? Is it the search engine? Is it the news, or is it something educational or sports? Which one?
Social.
So if you look at these stats, let me ask the first two. Those are people that you've already connected with, right? The people that you follow. True. If you've not followed someone very influential, I doubt if you'll be following them on socials, right? The second thing is what? Chats. How will you chat with somebody if you don't have their number? You can't. The third thing is what? Email. How can you chat with somebody if you don't have their emails? So the first three only count once you have built a rapport with those guys. Is that okay? Now, the next thing is which one? Search engine. And that is why the first thing I asked you guys is to type in your names on Google. It can be on Google, it can be on any other browser that you're using. Is that okay? So whenever you do this, what is the probability of somebody getting to know your business? And that is the main reason why we are here, guys. I want you guys to ask yourself, how much time am I going to put on Google, and what are some of the Google algorithms, so that you can understand what is there for you guys. Is that okay? Yeah. The next slide. So everyone inside this building, I believe your dream is to make it, right?
Yes.
Make it or?
Make it.
Make it or?
Make it.
Make it or?
Fake it.
Make it or?
Fake it till you make it. Sir.
You fake it till you make it.
Yes.
That is how you do it.
That's motto slogan. The number.
So some people fake it, some people
Make it.
make it. So guys, I wanted to break this down to realistic thing, because we are in this plan. And also you can challenge me if there's something that is not clear. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So we look at there are 66 million guys. And then how many people Google before they make a purchase? 84%. So if I don't find you on Google, for those friends of mine that you did type your business and you did not find your business online, it means what really happened?
You miss out.
You're losing, guys. Is that okay? And then 30% of those people who searched online, based on the information that they see, those are the people who are going to make a purchase of your product or service. So right here in this forum, let me see anyone who is more established saying, if we also have the digital platform, if maybe I miss something and there's somebody who has commented, you can let me know. Who has an e-commerce site in this building? Anyone? Where people can easily go, click and buy? Yes, you do have. Perfect. Where do you get your clients?
Through Google, most people search what
Okay.
they're looking for. let's say in a situation maybe they find us, they go to our website, see what kind of products we have. They're really interested, they buy. But there are still challenges working through. That is why I'm here.
Great. How many want to have an e-commerce site? Almost everyone. That is interesting. And now, what is stopping you guys? What is stopping you guys? There's a stats that was done. What is stopping you guys from having the e-commerce site? Capital?
Not knowing what to do.
Okay. Ignorance, not knowing what to do. Another thing? Yes. Procrastination. Yes. Then you don't do it.
I think multitasking.
Multitasking.
Yeah, it's like you, for example, let's say we concentrate on a certain bit in the product, but we don't focus on the other thing.
Okay. Yeah.
What's stopping me the skills to get that
skill. So based on the research that was done with Meltwater, we'll find that there are three common ones that is a bit affected within the next slide. So it will move on. Number one is most people don't have time and they don't have expertise, right? Most people don't have time to go that extra mile and they don't have the expertise, right? And the second thing is now people use different tools, right? People use different tools. They say, okay, fine, if I get somebody on my WhatsApp, I'll be able to convert that. If somebody calls me, I'll be able to go there. If somebody calls me and asks for this, I'll be able to do this. And then other people don't trust even the platform. You're like, no, these e-commerce people be stealing my money, right? How many of you have ever withdrawn money from the ATM and then after the money comes out, they start checking, confirming them? How many? Most of it is above 100,000. How many? All of you. And if it is 500, do you count?
Still.
Still you count.
Yeah.
So and if you find it less, how do you go about it?
You walk into the bank.
When I give my mother money,
Yes. Your mother. I'm talking about you going to the ATM.
exactly.
You
So
count.
let's say,
Okay.
forget the ATM. I always must come. If my mother counts, I will come.
So it is something that goes down from that. So guys, the tool that we are going to give you, or the solution that we are going to give, is going to solve most of these things that are there. And that is why you find Africa 118 is partnering with Melanin Capital, Wine, and Ecobank. If you find you as a business, you cannot have an all-round thing. Is that okay, guys? You'll need to get expertise from a different partner so that they can tap into it. Is that okay? So as Africa 118, we have a digital solution, which I'm going to introduce to you guys. And this particular solution, we've partnered with Ecobank together with Wine, and that is why we are having this particular session with you guys. So I know there are those questions which you guys have. There's the QR code, which is next to you. You can scan it, type in your question, and let us know the big question that you have, and we'll be able to look at it and answer. And if you've looked at my slides, you can see we are trying to address the first part, which is the training, and also some of the things that you guys are lacking, why you've not had a website or an e-commerce site that can do these things for you. So up to that particular point, I don't know if anyone still having a question, a burning one. Anyone? I now want to introduce you to the product that we are going to talk about for the rest of the session. Yes.
Is it possible maybe to change the color, make it
You
clear?
can see clearly.
So black.
So black. Okay. Will it be possible? Yeah.
It's a projector thing.
Oh. Like, okay, fine. Are you okay to sit? Okay, you can come and the people at the back, are you able to see what I'm projecting? Yes? I know, not clearly. It's not sharp. Okay.
You could read through it so that we can hear what is on the screen.
Okay, fine. So I'll try as much as I can to read through because if I do what? The blinds. Yes. I open them. That close them. They are closed.
They are closed.
Switch off those lights.
Let's keep switching off the lights. Okay, fine. Thanks for that. Let me just see if that can be corrected. Oh.
When you don't.
That's better. That's better. I can try read through the slides if that's okay.
I think what you're not able to see is not in the right.
Yeah.
Because of the side of the format. The extreme left, everything is clear. Okay. So, we can, I think there was no presentation, but there was a presenter speaking and explaining. So best you can do now. Bear with us, apologies.
Okay, fine. Thank you. So I'll try as I can just to read through the slides, some of the things that I'm emphasizing on. Is that okay?
Yes.
So I said based on the research that was done, there are three major things that did come up. Number one was time and expertise. Most SMEs are not digital because they lack time. And then the solution that I'm going to talk about is going to cover most of these problems that you guys have. Is that okay? The second thing is people have different tools that they use to manage their online presence. So whenever we are talking about this, you'll find how many people run their businesses using different platforms. If you want to do this, you go on a different platform. You go on a different platform, you have to leave, go use something else. So many of you, right? And then the last thing is trust. I just asked this simple question. You withdraw money from the ATM, and the first thing you do is also involve your hands just to confirm how much is there. So the solution that I'm going to share with you is going to cover all this. And this solution is very simple. And this solution is also going to answer the questions that I asked before. The first thing is when somebody Googles you, what will they find? Is it your name? Is it your business? Is it something else? So the name of the product is Digital Presence Pack. And this Digital Presence Pack is going to give you presence on the online platform. You've looked at the stats and you can clearly see that if you don't have presence on the online platform, Then the second thing is people are losing out on the information that you're doing. So the digital presence pack, we've packaged it into 4 different things that we are going to give it to you. And if you are more attentive to our moderator at the beginning, then you will be the lucky one to grab that. Is that okay? The first thing is having a professional Google business profile and an optimized one. So the moment you have a professional Google business profile, you will be able to display what Google considers important about your business. The second thing, you'll be able to also get traffic to your location. You don't need to call somebody and give them directions of where you are. The third thing, you'll also be able to display some of the unique things that you do as a business. Is that okay?
Yes.
The second thing is now accurate business contact and information. I heard from some of you the blogs that you did write a year ago, 2 years ago, somebody even said 10 years ago. So if you look at the 10 years ago and right now, I believe there's some changes that you've done. So Google will also give you the information on how you can update that information online and be able to give people the current information, even on a week-to-week basis. If it's a Black November thing that you're doing, you'll be able to display it there. If it is an early Christmas offer that you have, you can be able to even put the offers up and be able to do that. Most of the time, if I ask people, what is SEO? People think about something so complex, but in a layman's way, what is SEO as a business? Most people think of, yes.
The SEO.
Yes.
That's search engine optimization.
Yes. What is that?
So it's when your website, when somebody is looking for a business, like their engines, so they prompt you as when you type a keyword like, for example, financial literacy, so it may come Jerry Financial Literacy Company. So like there's a way you play with the. I think I did it in Google years ago, whereby there's a way some keywords are able to. If your business, if your name of your business, if you use certain words, you'll be able to be reached faster.
Correct. Yes, that is in a layman's way on what SEO is, but it's the ranking of your site. Is that okay? So whatever you type in, the words that people type in on the search engine, if I'm looking for the service that you're providing, the product that you're providing, what makes Google rank you number 1 and not number 2, not number 3, number 4, number 5. So if you've interacted with Google before, you'll find there are sponsored ads, and then there are the others which are not sponsored. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So the moment you see the sponsored, I usually ask how many people click on the sponsored ads. Nowadays, YouTubers, a lot of them, which is fintech. Huh? You guys have been seeing a lot of those. What do you do to those ones? Skip. You skip. Why do you skip? Yeah, focus, because it's not interesting. But if it is interesting to you, you listen, right? Yes. If it is something coming up and if somebody says the loan limit is 1,000, do you listen to it?
No.
But if they tell you the loan limit is 1 million with no registration, you listen to it.
Yeah.
Right? So it depends with how you package your product. Only for you to go and try apply for the 1 million and you find, oh, the limit is 1,000 bob, right? So that is what people do to beat that. I asked you, the 3-year-old boy that I have can easily skip an ad on a phone. So you can imagine if somebody is learned, how long does it take them to skip your information online? How long will it take if you're learning?
They
have to wait for the skip button to appear.
You're expecting it somewhere.
You are just expecting it somewhere. If it doesn't appear, then you exit, right? Okay, fine. So we are going to look into that. And then the third thing is also social media. I usually have a very big problem with businesses who have different names on different platforms. Because you find here you are called A, going to socials you are called B, going to a different social you are called C. How will you build your brand?
It's hard.
it's hard, right? So who here has one name across both? Few of you. So that is one thing that you also need to take note. Some people use their Facebook page. Some people use their Facebook profiles to do their business, right? Some people use even their Instagram profile to do their business, right? Yeah. So you are leveraging on your network, on your profile, and not on your page. So there are some business tools which the social platforms have enabled on those particular platforms so that you can do your business better. Is that okay, guys? So we will be able to see how we can integrate that with Google so that you are able now to get maximum benefit out of it. And then now to the second thing, which is the main thing, is the account management bit of it. Most of the time when we talk about account management, people think of complex things. But right now in the morning, have you checked your ranking on Google? No. You just assume people know that you are doing the same business. But do you know I can go on Google, type your name, and then change your number temporarily for the whole day that you are seated here, get all your clients, and then go back. Do you know that? That's witchcraft. People can easily temporarily change your location and you don't know. People can easily say your business is closed and you don't know if you don't monitor what is happening online. So how often do you monitor what is online? So there's a tool that we are going to give you guys that you can wake up in the morning, you can easily check that your business is okay, the status is okay, and all the information that you input is correct. Is that okay? Yes. So let us not leave. I'm very sure if somebody, I once asked this question and people were, if I take your phone and go to your last search, what will I find? Is it about your business?
No.
No.
We don't search for ourselves.
Search for other people. You search for other people. How many search for trending topics? None. How many look for products? But you assume your clients do that. You see that? You people assume your clients are busy looking for you. So what do you have to do as a business for you now to get their attention? You get it? That is the point I'm trying to drive at. We assume that people will be busy looking for your business. But the same thing that you're doing as a person is what these other guys are doing. So when we're doing account management, we'll be able to tell you how do we target these particular people who are busy doing the other things that you are also doing. Is that okay? Yeah. And then the third thing is now the skills training. We'll be having a quarterly meeting with you, letting you know how people did find your product, how did they find your service, and now we educate you how do we now need to tailor-make your content to reach the right audience. Then the last thing is now Ecobank. I think you did hear in our introduction when we said we support businesses. Ecobank does that, not Africa 118. Let me not say we do as Africa 118, but because of this collaboration, you are able now to get finances, right? So you will be able to get all the 4 things with the digital presence package. So looking at this, I don't know who has ever done this before. Anyone in the room? So this is the simplest platform that I want to introduce to you guys called the digital presence package, which will answer all the questions that I asked in the beginning. Is that okay? Yeah. I want to take a break there just to internalize what I've said, and then we will be able now to come back and proceed.
Thank you. We can do better than that, right? Thank you so much. At this moment, we'll take a very short health break so that you can stretch. We've been able to internalize and you've been introduced to something amazing. When you asked why some of us have started, we said, I don't know where to start. I don't know how. I don't have the skills. Here's the answer. You get the skills, the digital skills. I don't have money. Yeah, we have Ecobank. Kind enough, we're able to have that conversation now. What other reason did we have? Procrastination. We have a community, eh? Where we are saying, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start tomorrow. Now we're able to come together and say, as a team, you have someone who you started with. So you have someone who can ask you, so how far? How far are you? That's the beauty of being able to do something as a team. What other question did we have? The know-how, but I feel like with the questions and when he asked, what is stopping us from doing this? So now I usually say when you have such an engagement, put a personal goal, whether it's personal or for your business, and attach it to an event or to an engagement. Because this time next year, you'll be able to remember it was at that event that I set up my website. It was at that event that I started working on my business brand. It was on that event that I actually realized I can streamline and take advantage of digital presence. So that is just a challenge. What are you going to do so that this is not theory? The idea is supposed to be very practical so that you can look back and say, that day we went for Ecobank. We'll not just remember about the next breakfast. You'll be able to say, this is what I left with. So at this time, I'll give us a very short health break, 5 minutes, just to be able to stretch. For those who would like to use the places of convenience, as I said, just before you get to the elevator, it's on your right. For those who need water, we have that dispenser outside, just right outside the door. And then for those who are with us online, 5 minutes is 5 minutes. We'll be here at, I've just spoken for 2. Yes, we'll be here at 11. Okay, this one is not, I cannot guess the exact. 11:07, thank you. We'll be here at 11:07.
Then it goes for the Yes,
We can just, we can start coming in, so we can ask for the ones who are outside so that we can resume. So as we allow everyone else to stream back in, so that before we continue with the session, with the training, I'll give it like one more 2 minutes. Okay, so I want us to do one thing based on what we've just covered today. You remember the exercise that John took us through? I want to take that challenge. Out of the training that has just been covered, what do you remember? It can be a word, it can be a sentence. There has to be a takeaway. I usually say when you come to such sessions, it's a buffet. You go and serve. Not that those people say, you're not serving what I eat at home. So that means probably it's what you already have in your business, or like that. But it's also an opportunity to make an audit and check, what do I need? So that is what you're able to serve. Or maybe you're in a place you need everything, it's fine. That's why it's a buffet. So I'd like to hear from the audience, from what has been covered so far before we continue to the next segment. What's your takeaway? It can be a word. Monitor your accounts.
And don't assume that people are looking for you. Monitor your accounts and don't assume people are searching for you always. And don't remember that one.
Yes, so that you remember, it's important. Yes, someone else?
One important thing that taken away is business must be known in the present to be relevant in the future. I won't forget that.
Yeah, that is a quote. Please repeat it again. If this is the moment for you to put a social media post, because we're here for digital.
Very important.
Yes, please say it again.
Business must be known in the present to be relevant in the future.
Business must be known in the present to be relevant in the future. Notable quote. Yes, anyone else? You can just pass the mic. We take a few more.
It's important to have one name across all the platforms.
Yes, for your branding, it is important to have that uniformity and consistency.
Yes, the statistics, 88 million, and like what we are missing out. So that for me came to my mind. Like we are missing out on 88 million, and yeah.
So you realize there's a whole world that we are yet to tap into, right? So we can have, if there's one more, then you can have on this side. I can see a hand. Yes, yes. make us come anyway.
Maybe to add to what you have said, that there's a cost of being invisible.
There's a cost to being invisible. Yeah, so those are the costs that you're accounting today and saying we cannot remain as we are. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll take it away too. One is we need to trust the systems. And another one is that we can rank on top of the Google search. We can be there, you so that we are first to be seen. So we do the right thing.
Yeah, so it is possible. Even if you're not doing the right thing before, there's an opportunity to actually make sure, you rank on the top and when someone searches you, they can actually find you. So I think that is good feedback, just to be able to see what have you captured. As you said, he's already unveiled one of the packages, the product, just being able to see what is there, what is available. And we really appreciate the partners coming together and making sure we can put together a package that will be able to, instead of you going, looking for finances here, looking for the skills here, looking for the platforms here, looking for an enabler here, they're able to come together and give us this opportunity. And for those also who are online, please, this is a reminder before we invite the trainer back. Please use the chat box. After that, we'll have a Q&A session where we'll be able to address all your questions. Depending on whichever speaker, even the comments, we'll be able to address that. And then for those in the room, again, the QR code that you had, use that platform, we'll be able to address the question thereafter. So please help me with call back Mr. John to come and take us through the next 8 minutes.
Mercy. Let us appreciate Mercy. Okay, fine. Thank you. I'll start with this. I think these two questions. When is the last time you checked your M-Pesa statement? A few minutes ago. Who has ever checked the M-Pesa statement? What do you do check when you are seeking a loan somewhere? That's when you start asking, is it credit worthy or not? Have you ever checked your M-Pesa statement?
Yeah, yes.
How many have ever checked their business statement? Or who has ever taken a loan against their business? Thank you. I see that one hand. So if you've never taken a loan against your business, it means you don't know what your business is. If you know what your business is, then that means you know the capability of losing your business, right? Fine. I'm making you look, give me a different look. Are you able to pay for your own life? No, right? No one can pay for your life, right? So can you imagine you losing your business? How much do you think you'd have lost? How much? A lot. So do you have a key to your business? Some of you think their business is them working, right? I don't need to take your business the way you are working, but I can take your business away from you if you don't have a key to it. I remember Safaris from Kevin, right? I remember Felicitas from finances. You can imagine you are doing everything online and then I take your entire digital footprint and then I have business through that. Do you know people are busy doing that?
Yes, yes.
Do you know that?
Yeah, yes.
Somebody wakes up in the morning and they are busy trying to get into your business. Right?
Yes.
What do you do?
Actually, we would like advice from you because I think that, yeah, I was searching online about my business and I found someone who was trafficked. Like it's the name of the business, like what you are doing, but traffic is to another place.
Okay, thank you. I know what you're referring to. Yes, Kelly.
I think what you need to do is to own the business. You can own it through the digital way and also do other legal ways. So I think owning it, I can make it, and they can protect it from being stolen or taken away.
Thank you for that. So this particular tool, there are 3 elements that we are going to look at. And those 3 elements is how to secure your business. How do you secure your online footprint? Is that okay? Because what he has shared is most of us assume people are not trying. I believe if you are living alone or if you are living with a family, every time you guys leave, you have to lock your house, right?
Yes.
So when you leave your digital footprint, how do you lock it? How many people know the 2-factor verification or identification? How many? Have you done it for your own business accounts? If you've not, then everything that you are doing is at stake. How many people access the information in a cyber or in a normal Wi-Fi that you find in a Matatu or any open Wi-Fi? Even the Safaricom Wi-Fi that you have, you know it has the option of having a secure net down there, which is just 199 bob. How many are doing that? How many do change their Wi-Fi after every month or after every quarter? Those are questions that I'll leave you guys to think about. Because if you can easily access your business information using a public Wi-Fi and you've not secured your digital footprint, that means I can easily go there and get access to your information, take what is important for me. And by doing that, you guys will still be doing the normal business, but somebody is busy doing other things which will take advantage of your business. So this particular product, we are going to show you how to secure it. Is that okay? The second thing is also how to protect your reputation. If I say I'm well known outside here, what matters? The number of followers that I have, right? Right? I don't need to know you by name. If I look online and I find you have 1 million views, I'll just know this thing is trending. True. I don't need to brag about it. But if it has less than 100 followers, I think 100 followers are just your relatives and the people that you ever worked with. Right? Even Facebook itself says if you only have less than 100 followers, you don't open the other tools that are there, right? 100 is very easy to get. You can call all your high school friends who are more than 100 and you get your 100 and they've never interacted with your product. Is that okay, guys? Yeah. So I don't want, I've never had this story where if you own a supermarket, don't tell your relatives that you own it. Because of you have it, we are all typical Africans, right? So now you can imagine, do you become happy when your relative buys from you? Ama now ndio anakuja anaitisha discount sana.
There's my relative.
You get it? So guys, what I'm trying to say is do not say you have a business if only you have less than 100 followers. You have to target a lot more people because the conversion level of the online world, I've given you the stats. We are how many Kenyans? 57 million. How many devices? 68. And then 27.1. So if you put yourself out there, ask yourself, how many can I convince with what I'm putting out? Is that okay? The next slide. So we are going to look at 3 things which the digital presence pack is going to do. We want to have a local magnet. All of you know what a magnet does. So we want to see how we are going to use the simplest tool, which is the Cool Business Profile, to attract people to your profile. Is that okay? How are we going to attract them? Using the cute photos of your business, right? Using the information that you put up. You remember what you wrote when you start. If you can use that, well and good. If you know you can't use it, and then again to keep the information up to date. By doing that, I'll be able to share with you some of the things that we'll be doing to ensure that your content goes up on Google. So, then the second thing is now there. professional hub. We partnered with Kenny, which is going to give you a domain. How many of you have websites here? By show of hands. You only 4. The rest, do you have websites where you are using a social media elements? Social media. So I want to know about you, and then you take me to Facebook. How many times do you go to Facebook to look for a business? Those who are using social media. Do you go to, if you are sick and you need a drug, do you go to Facebook and look for where is this drug? Where do you go? Okay, fine. Assume now you are looking for that particular product that you are selling, security services. Do you go to Facebook? No. Where do you go? Why? You want the website. So if somebody takes you to a different platform, how do you feel about it? Somebody takes you to Instagram.
For medicine.
Yes. For medicine, never. You hear that? Now, if somebody is doing photography and they take you to their Instagram, and then you see all the photos there as stock images, will you go to that particular photographer?
Yes.
Instagram.
For photography.
For stock images.
Makeup,
No.
for stock images.
Stock images, no.
Now you start validating the image, right?
Yes.
But if you click on somebody who has a photography industry, and then it takes you to their website and you see what they've done.
Credibility.
Which one builds credibility?
The website.
The website. So if you don't have one, then we will be able to give you a landing page, but you can easily develop. At least you start from somewhere and then develop it to a better site. That gives a lot of trust. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Then the third thing is now being smart. We have a dashboard that will avail to you. I remember when I asked all of you, have you secured your business accounts? Some of you they do not have a two-factor identification or something. Some of you. And whenever you hear that, that's when you see somebody going to a cyber person and telling them, I've lost all my passwords, kindly retrieve them for me. That same password, the same person was cyber. How much does a cyber person make? I know the local cyber that you go to. I'm not talking about these high-end ones. The local cybers, you will find somebody's printing a paper at 5 shillings, 10 shillings, right? And then you're trusting them with your business. You give them all the passwords that you remember. And then they get in and then they tell you, now we use this password going forward. And then you tell them, okay, let me just send it on this laptop or maybe this desktop and come back later. This is my usual spot, right? Some of you do that, right? Yeah. So that is not the best way to secure. So we'll give you a dashboard where we'll be able to sync all your data. And this data will now be used by you. Is that okay? And you'll be able now to access all the information that you are looking for. So the first thing, always remember security. Second thing, go to the next. So when you look at this chart, we usually look at how many are on WhatsApp here? Do you have WhatsApp for business or you are using your normal WhatsApp?
Yes.
WhatsApp for business. Do you know you can integrate your WhatsApp for business on Google? How many know that? Who has ever done it? Like you can direct people after finding you on Google to chat with you on WhatsApp for business. It's very easy without them even having your number. Yeah. Then just Google the name of the business and be able to get that. How many people are Apple users? How many of you are Apple users? Very few. Do you now consider that there are customers who are Apple users who are looking for your product?
Yes.
Do you know that? Yes. Have you ever tried to ask somebody who has an iPhone to look for your business? Or you just assume they're on Android? That is something that you also need, right? So even the mobile speed, you can easily test your site after having a website. How long does it take for somebody who has a 4G, 5G, or a 3G load, right? Is that okay? Yes. So we'll be able to sync all your information, the business information across different platforms. And after doing that, you will be able to find your business there. And that is a very important feature. That is one element that Google looks, because it now can confirm that you are in business and you are doing what is there. The second thing, we will give you a landing page, which is something that we can incorporate using some cool pictures and your location and the business information. And then from there, we'll now be able to make you understand the other deliverables. You can move to the next slide. This is something that is very important. And most people say it, in Kenya, we are the people who use ChatGPT a lot, right? Have you ever asked ChatGPT about your business? What does it say? Have you?
Yes.
Do you know where it gets the information?
Yes.
Where? From you?
From the site.
No, from the online platform. Is that true? So if you look at all these, tell me, where is your social media? Look at the first one. The first one is which one?
Google.
That is what people build trust in. And do you know, regardless of ChatGPT coming up and every other thing, you see where WhatsApp is. So if you look at Google, most of the time I ask people, why do you think people trust Google?
I think it's
Yes?
it's been here for a long time, and always, and you can always trust the information.
Yeah. So it has been here for a long time and you can track the information. That's true. Any other thing? Why do you trust Google?
According to me, maybe it's because it's an American decent thing. Like it's from America. So like if you study this to Google, I think the military are the ones who designed it or did it. The American military. Yes. No, it's not Google.
Okay. Getting varied opinions. Yes.
I think we can vouch for its integrity, because the way you said, we've used it before, and it's never led us astray, because it leads you to exactly what you want.
Okay.
What's already there.
Yes. The last take there.
It's easy to reach it, and it acts like a doorway to many other websites and other businesses online.
Great. I'll summarize your answer into three. You see those reasons that you've given? Number one, Google has the tendency of finishing your thoughts, right? Right? So it reads your mind. How does it read your mind? Yes.
Then based on what you normally search, you tells your history. You have been using Google for a long time, and this is your what we call it account. Basically, it has like a persona. It has created a persona. It understands who you are and the kind of product you would be searching for, the kind of businesses you.
So that is usually. Thank you. Thank you. That is the number one thing. So in your business, do you know the persona that you are targeting? Do you know the audience that you are targeting? Or you are marketing to everyone? Yeah? Anyone who can buy?
Yes.
You see that? So number two, why Google is good. Number two is why? Because it gives you a variety of information, everything. If you type something, it will give you, it has that social media, and then it has this, it has this, it has this. So you can imagine, if you've not put the right information online, what would Google display about your business? The wrong information, right?
Yeah.
I want to give an example with something that is well known in your village. Never try to look for something. Think not a cow, but cows have some things which are very interesting. What do you ever go to that place where you throw water and then it comes back? Ukambani. You know that place?
Yes.
Never try to Google what Google says about that place. Like it goes against the force of gravity. You've seen it?
Yeah.
You know what Google says? Yes.
It's my home.
It's your it's your home. You know the story behind it?
People give various stories.
Yes.
But when I was
when we were growing up as young children, what we used to do is to find a lot of Indians pouring the water, and then it would go and they would leave food items and sweets and all that. So we were told by our parents to never step there. So even when we were walking and we had to cross through there, we had to run because we were told there are genies. Yes.
Story. Have you ever tried to Google what Google says about it?
I think I have, but I don't quite remember, but I have. Then the other story that is given, even when you go there, is that there is a woman who was married by two brothers, Charlo and Mwilu, and then she'll be going to Mwilu's, and then Charlo pulls her back, and then that is why now there is that force.
Yes. So the story that Google says about that is based on the information that people have said. And it is just that, the same thing that she has said about two ladies, somebody pulling, and then it now causes that particular thing. So guys, Google gets information with what you feed in. So you can imagine if your business also, you don't have the right information. People get the wrong idea of why. And you remember in the start, I asked you, what is the story behind your business? So if your name is wrong, people might confuse your business to be doing the wrong thing. Is that okay? So ask yourself the 3 questions that I asked. What is the unique thing about your business, and what is the story behind it, and what's your business name? Because if you leave it to Google to give you the idea, then it's going to feed some wrong information. So this is just some stats. I was giving you this, and most of the time, if you find you are ranked on Google at least top 10, then you'll be better off. Is that okay, guys? So what we are going to look at is very simple. Google will give you a very simple way. You have a question? Oh, I saw your hand up. You were stretching. Sorry, I saw your hand up and I thought you want to ask something. So ideally, this is very important. And one thing I like telling people, what you feed them online information, go on your Facebook, try type for your business. If you find something off about your business, delete it or update it. Is that okay? If you don't have the most current information, then Google will pick what people feed it. Google values customers' feedback a lot. If I come to your business and then I see that the information that you had said is not okay, I'll write to Google and say, hi, this place is not this. And it will ask you, and if you do not have access to your account, what Google will do is update what I've updated it with. Yeah. So you know that, guys? Most of the time, once you leave this place, if it's your first time, Google will send you a pop-up asking you how Ecobank was, right? Yes. Yeah, so that is what also your business goes through. So you can move now to the next. I was just giving this for you now to understand why we look at it. I tried doing this, and now this is now we get to business. I've discussed a lot of things. If I try to look for best hair salon in Nairobi, this is what we call a Google 3-pack. A Google 3-pack is the first 3 businesses that Google shows to you. Is that okay? If you are a lady and you are looking for a hair salon, which one are you most likely to take? The first, second, or the third?
The first.
No, from this list. Which one will you take? The first one is Rapunzel Hair Affair. The second one is Leo Beauty Salon. And the third one is Divas Beauty Sports. The first one. How many will take the first one? Why the first?
The number of reviews.
The number of reviews. Any other person? Who will take the second one? There are only 3 options. For the men, which one will you take, your daughter, or will you take your girlfriend or wife?
Actually, the second one.
Which one is
there for 20 years?
The second one because of 20 years.
Why don't you choose it?
That's my answer. They want to choose it, right? Who will go for the third one?
I think the catchy name that I think
Which
that
one is the catchy?
you said something Diva and
Diva.
yeah.
Diva's beauty spot.
Yeah.
The catchy name Diva.
Diva, yeah. Rapunzel, Rapunzel is that dog.
Okay, fine.
That white dog.
So, yes.
Rapunzel.
Okay, fine.
Number two is likely to have such kind of classes sending the name to me now, my opinion, because it has been around for 20 years. So it's likely to be at least the name, just the name.
Okay.
It may not be so.
Thank you for being judges to other people's business. Thank you very much. Is that okay? You've been perfect judges and have gotten the results. Now ask yourself the question.
No, we don't want to judge our business.
So if we are to judge your own business and type in the type, we say best that product in Nairobi, will you appear the first three? Number one, how many years are you in existence? Number two, how many reviews do you have? Number three, is the name catchy? Some people say the name is catchy with the sun, right?
Yes.
Number four, how many reviews? How many? The name, is it just there? How many of you have even said to Google the year that they started their business? How many of you?
This is very disheartening.
So you can imagine you are here telling us, I've been in business for the last 10 years. If I go there, I'm looking 10 years and you only have 10 reviews, those are your best friends.
No, you're not appearing.
You're not appearing. Thank you.
The most important is that you're not appearing at all.
So then this is how you are doing on Google. And this is the number one site. So what do you need to do? Number one, get it right from the name. Is that okay? Feed in the right information. From this, you can clearly see the business name, right? Yeah. The second thing is what? The number of reviews. After somebody purchasing a product or a service from you, do you have that review link that they can scan and review you? You can imagine, I like giving this example. If you are there with one said this and landed me somewhere else. If you are there with the president, the current president, and he asks you, how can I promote your business? Can we use the previous? Can we use the previous president? Okay, if you are there standing with the previous president of the nation, yes. How can I support your business? And it is not money related because they don't work with money. You know that. They'll tell you talk to my guy there, right? And when you talk to your guy will say, this is what he has for this event. He's not going to give you what you think. Yeah. If you've ever worked close to these guys, they don't work with money. And the best they can do, even they don't off their phones, right? So what will you tell them to do? Yeah.
Take a photo.
Take a photo then?
In the business.
No, you've met him. He has not come to your business.
Oh, let me mention it.
Mention it to him. Do you think he'll remember your business?
No, if he can mention the business, my business, that is.
So you think you'll remove your phone and start recording the president and their cameras all over?
No, if he can mention my business. For instance, if we are somewhere outside there. The fact that I'm with him, I remember this actor who met him somewhere on the road. Then he said, "Watch Selena." You see, that one went viral. That's by saying, "Watch my Selena." So if he can mention my business, even if it's 2 words, because of who he is.
Then after mentioning that, did you watch news last night?
No.
Will it be captured anywhere? That watch my like your business is Ecobank. It says Ecobank.
Mm.
What does it assist with?
Even if it's not in news mainstream, but many other channels we catch it, especially
will it be captured anywhere?
Yeah, social media will catch it. Social media will catch it.
If the main event is launching this Ecobank branch, and then it says, yes, Abariako, your business is Ecobank, will it be captured?
Yes, it will. Even if not by main.
The Ecobank will easily scrap it off with their main event if they are putting it up anyway.
Yeah, but other people will capture it. The main idea is to have it captured. And at the end of the day, I'll have more publicity than it's started.
Thank you. Any other person? The question is, if you meet the president and needs to promote your business without giving you money, what will you tell him to do?
Acquire brand supporter.
What I've seen other people do, actually I know of two people who knew what and they've had the opportunity to be elected presidents and promote their work. What they do is they take a photo with the president, and then get social media, then they post it. One day repost and good idea, root of video chai kwa kibanda yake. I'm sure that promoted sales baya sana. Juzi the other one tulimuona akimwaga mchanga akiwa amevaa suti karibu to the president, and I'm sure that promotes tena baya sana. So I think that is the best.
If he has visited next to your business, that is okay. But ideally, guys, that is you remember, all of you remember Githeri, right?
Yeah.
Relevant now.
No.
So what I'm trying to say, what you guys are saying is short-lived. True. We just mourned our former prime minister, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Still, yeah.
But you get it. Most of the time, the digital platform will live there, right? The best thing that you can ask the president to do, if you have a digital footprint, is ideally taking that photo and leaving a review. You see that? Leaving just a good review. Even just a 5-star with a photo and everything. You get it? It's not difficult. But if it gives you 5 minutes, how long will it take for you just to log into your digital platform? I'm up on your times of create TikTok. When they live, guys, I'm live with the president. Tap. You do that? So guys, that is just the president. Now ask yourself, Google is there for everyone. So if you are to appear at number 3, the top 3 businesses in Nairobi, you can imagine how many people are in Nairobi alone. What do you have to do for your business? Is that okay?
Yeah.
So that is the same thing that you also need to ask your clients. Your clients will now be even. I like what I'm not promoting it, but I like what Eric Omondi does. You remember when we lost one of us in the Gen Z protests? You remember?
Yeah.
And the family had an issue, it had a bill and everything. The president will give you how much? 2 million. But the 190 will give you how much? If only Nairobians contribute 100 shillings each, you know how much is that? More than the 2 million.
Yeah.
So you can imagine if you as a business give the right information to your business, they can give you a lot than that one thing. Is that okay? So the reviews that you get on your business will do much more than that one sale that you get from the president. Is that okay? And how are we going to make sure we get to this level? By doing the right thing. Is the business name okay? How many people have their review links here on a QR code or something? Google has that feature. Do you know that? Google has a QR code that you can easily map somewhere, scan it, and be able to leave a review. Google has a link that you can easily do something. You get that? The second thing, look at the phone number. Look at the number of hours. Do you have the opening hours in your business? I remember Felicia said people will come where you are. Remember that? What you said? Right now you are here. Do they know that you are temporarily closed? Do they know that? If they come, they will say, this lady is not here. And you said you are a financial advisor. Now they come and they find the future is not there. See that? So guys, this is how you need to perfect your thing. And the tool that we are going to give you will ensure every month we do these checks just to ensure are you ranked at least top 10. You can see what is putting these people up is the number of years. When did you start? And also the information that is there. Go to the next slide. So if you look at the number of people accessing this information online. Yes.
Just a minute before we move on.
Thank you.
You clearly stated about the importance of reviews, but I'm finding it as a challenge making my clients leave reviews. Because, for example, yes, maybe I'm communicating with someone, they have purchased the product, but once you tell them to leave a review, I don't know, it is probable that they have liked the service, they have liked the product, but just getting them to leave a review is kind of a challenge. How can we approach this? What strategies can we use?
Great question. What strategies can you use to get better reviews? I'll be honest. Where I do my hair, they tell you if you shave 10 times, the next shave is free. Where you do your refill for water, they will tell you buy 2, get 1 free, right? Get something that can entice you. Remember Mr. P, the other time they were doing what? Buy three of these particular products, get the extra 1 free. So you can tell your clients, everyone who has liked our page, done this, show us that and you get a 10% discount. See that? So there are so many ways you can use as incentives to make sure, and you promote it. If you come to our shop and show us that you've liked our page, you've done this, we'll be able to do that. So tell that particular person, do you want to enjoy the 10%? Feel free, give a review. As much as this person will be doing that, even there are people even go an extra mile of, I don't want to start a discussion here, but to something online. I like looking at a lot of things where ladies get referral tips when they take people to new restaurants. Yeah, somebody takes they're treated to a new restaurant, the restaurant person, if they spend more than 100,000, they get 10,000. Yeah, people are in business. So guys,
You also eat.
Yes, you eat, so like it's a commission you get for every client you get. You dress for the date, you enjoy the date, then you get paid.
That's a very good thing.
That is a good thing.
We are thinking of it.
So you can imagine if your business does not have reviews, and today, if you find people just it's last November, right? Then you say, you know, in a normal Kenyan mind, if I say this product goes for 1,999, it's cheaper than 2,000.
Yes, but it works.
It works in the mind. You know that? You can easily do that. Even if you tell somebody you get a 5% discount, it makes a lot of value to them.
Or you say 2,000.
Yes. But only just be cautious.
Nobody will buy. The product is 2,000, free delivery.
Yeah, so guys, this is how, depending on how your product is in the market and also considering your margin. Is that okay? Those are some of the ways that you can easily get it. Is that okay, guys? Yeah. So that is how people do business, and that is, and Google has this particular section where you can easily put up offers, and these offers are time bound. You can say these offers runs between 15th of November till the 15th of December. Come the 20th of December, people have money for Christmas, right? Mm-hmm. Now you shoot your prices. Even traveling to the rural areas becomes expensive, right? Yes. I'll give a very simple example when we renamed the lane RAO 001. Do you know how much money Guardian Angel made? I mean, not Guardian Angel, Guardian Coach made just transporting people to Siaya. They were doing adverts on telly every day because they made a lot of trips. People were booking buses to go to RAO and bring them back. And now if they have a standard, it was like a to and fro. They are very sure they are not coming back free. So even you, depending with the product that you are promoting, just consider which season are you in. Yeah. Then you know the peak. There are Google Trends that you can check. There are different tools that you can easily know, so that you know the Google trend. When it is in a low peak, what enticing thing can you do for your business so that people can fly? Is that okay? To the next slide. I think because of time now, I now need to bring this to something very easy. The main purpose of this session is to introduce you to the digital presence pack. And the digital presence pack is now giving you the 3 elements that you are looking at. Number one is getting the business profile that is well optimized. Is that okay? Getting the digital skills training that you'll be getting from our professionals, getting the account management, and also the Ecobank will be there. So if you have not incorporated your EcoPay and every other thing, you'll have the opportunity just to liaise with different personnel from Ecobank to have the Ecobank Pay where somebody can even scan the code, and then you'll be able to have people purchase from you directly. Is that okay? Yeah. So I know we have the online platform. So we have only 10 available slots for this particular session. And how to get to these 10 is in the last slide, which I'm going to next. The last slide is coming up now. So if you scan this code, you'll be able to see the form. The form will ask you for very few details. And the few details are your name, your business name, your phone number, your giving you time to scan. I don't know, are you able to project the form or it's not there? No, it's okay. Have you scanned it?
Yes.
Yes, I'll just give you time, and then once you scan that, I'll let Mercy to come so that we can check the Q&A for us to, as you do this. So just scan this code, be able to fill in the information, and we will be able to get in touch with you. So again, I remind you, this is a sign-up form. So once you scan this, you'll be able to fill in your business details correctly. Also your name, phone number. If you have a website, if you don't have a website, just write NA. And then the other details that are there. So phone, business location, if you have, if it's a virtual one, also let us know that it's a virtual business. And also there is a section where it is other relevant information. Some of you, whether you are doing this business with a partner or you are in collaboration with somebody else. So feel free to give us extra information for us to know. Are we done? So at this particular time, I'll let Mercy to come just to walk us through the Q&A. I have my colleagues here. That is Doreen and Einstein. So they will be able to interact with you in terms of any questions that you might be having, be it on the website or any other thing. But I'll now let Mercy to do the Q&A, and I will be able to wrap it up there for my end. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please let us appreciate it. Yes, thank you so much for that presentation. And we will let this just stay up there so that everyone can have the opportunity to scan and fill in the form. At this point, I'd just like to take any questions because I can see there are questions already that have been sent, both from online and others. Even you will be able to take a couple of questions. As you said, you should not leave here with questions. At least you will have some level of clarity. So we have a few questions. There are some I can see directed to the Ecobank. We have at least representatives in the room can answer that. And then, as John has mentioned, we also have a team from Africa 118 who can also answer some of the other questions. So I'll start off with a question that goes just from the session that we've just covered. There's a question here that says, this is in terms of platforms that are used for digital platforms. So someone is asking, is SMS, email, mass marketing, to contacts or leads effective, or is WhatsApp is WhatsApp Facebook better? So they're trying to see between, I'll take that again, between using SMS and email mass marketing to contacts. Is that effective? Or is the other alternative in terms of getting leads, or is WhatsApp and Facebook better? So that is a question number one. I think probably that can go to John, because I feel like this is kind of directed based on what you're covering.
Maybe they are, but
yes, there's a couple of questions you have around 6, and then we'll have some that will go around.
Fine. So if I got you clear, you're asking if SMS
or email mass marketing contacts, is that one better, or is using WhatsApp and Facebook better? So they're trying to see the.
So I'll answer that by saying it's not a definite answer that this is better than that, but what really matters is the amount of information that you have with your clients. You can target me on WhatsApp. If I don't get, you can easily target it on email. So if you have all the information, you can do both. You can do WhatsApp blast. You can also do an email blast that still will come on my email. So the only important thing is if you are doing email, look at the open rate and other stats behind it for you to be able to know if it is effective or not. If you are doing an SMS, also you'll be able to know the open rate and the amount of feedback that you get, because the main objective of you doing that particular blast is for you to get feedback. So depending on the traction that you get via that particular platform, you'll be able to judge, is it working for me or it's not working for me? It might start slow, and then after some time, depending on how you package your information, I hope for that particular person, that's how best I can address it.
Okay, thank you very much. I think this is directed to Ecobank. So there's a question here asking, what about creative businesses? Do they also get access to finance? I think that is in terms of categories, and also marginalized communities like refugees. Then I feel like this is closely connected to that. The same session that has just happened, is there a possibility of having sessions that target creative businesses like artisans, as this would be very good. So I feel like this is really directed to creative businesses.
Thank you for the question. My name is Jackie Bitutu. I'm responsible for women banking. Our women banking proposition is Elevate here at Ecobank. Very proud of the partnership we have gotten into and the returns or rewards that our customers will get. In response to the question, we have a very clear formula in terms of how we give money, and it's based on affordability. You can get the loan for as long as you can repay it. How do we do that? We look at how we've been performing in terms of how much money has been coming into your account and how you've been spending it, and have you left enough if you took a loan, you'd be able to pay back. So for example, if you get 200,000 shillings every month from your sales and your rental is 80,000 and your salaries is 40,000, and then for your utilities, stationery and all that, at the end of it, you only remain with 20,000. It will be very difficult for the bank to give you a loan where the repayment is above 20,000 shillings repayment per month, because you do not have the affordability. But most businesses don't get to this space because they don't have the money. They get into this space because they do not put all their funds into one account. So when you give the statement, it shows as if your expenses are higher than what you make. And the purpose of the Elevate program is to teach, mentor, coach, and get businesses to understand what they need to do to be able to be lent to. So we are not specific to say we are not going to lend to this set of individuals. But what we find among artisans and the category you've talked about is formalizing the business. Sometimes you're so good at what you do that you forget that the bank will not be lending to you, it will be lending to the institution that you're running. So we do lessons or classes around formalize your business. Why is it important to formalize your business? Because the organization is lending to you as an institution, and many other things that we do. So the answer is yes, we do lend. And if we find you're not able to qualify for that, we have customers in the room who will tell you what we had to do over time, 3 months, 4 months. Consolidate all your digital solutions, consolidate every way you receive money, channel it to one account, make your payments on a specific day, stretch your payments in a certain way that you don't end up overpaying everything in 1 month. For example, if you want to pay for something in advance, it may end up looking really bad on your accounts. But if you sit with a relationship manager, they can be able to tell that this was a one-off. Just the same way we have one-off payments. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I'll just take one more, then I can also open up the room so that we can have a couple of questions. So we have one that came up, I think, after the presentation. There's someone who asked how much is a training session. So I feel like that will be answered as we do the closing remarks, just how that works. However, there's a question that came up, and also there's also another one, how do I create a website? We already saw that is part of the package. You're able to be taught, because that cannot be taught in like 5 minutes as answering the question. But I'll just take one last, and then also we can now open it up to the room. There's a question that someone is asking, and I think this is when you're doing the presentation and you're talking about our online platforms. Someone was asking, how do I differentiate between my business, my personal brand, and my business brand? Because they said at times you have the same platforms, the same profile, and that is where you do everything. So there's a question that came up, how do I differentiate between my profile and my business brand? So we can take that, and then now we can open up questions from the room. Anyone from 118 would like to take that? Okay, as we prepare to take that answer, I think let's take a couple so that at least we can cluster these questions. We had a question, she had a question. Yes, she had a question.
My question is directed to Ecobank. Is it possible that if women are mobilized and assembled somewhere, your team can come where they are and give them this information about the women banking, the Elevate program, and all the other products that you have?
Yes, so there's that. So I'm just putting this so that we see if we can cluster the questions. Any other question? If there's a question here, we can just pass the mic.
I'm in agriculture, agribusiness. Typically, farms going to be like 3 land against agricultural assets. I'm a dairy goat farmer, 120 dairy goats. That's an asset.
Yeah, that is a very good question. So I think that these are questions that I will capture them again so that at least we're able to remember. So lending against assets.
Biological assets.
To be clear. Good. Well, that is a good question. I think we'll take 2 more. We can take 1 and 1 more on that other end, and then we can at least answer some stuff. Yes.
I have 2 questions. Ecobank, like with the name Eco, it comes to my mind, environment. Do you work with the ecology or themes on environment, and also looking at the youth? What packages do you have for the youth 18 to 25, both genders?
to be clear. So we'll take 1 last one, then we'll cluster. We answer that first before, so that also we are also short of time.
I'd like to direct my question to Wanjala.
do ads really work? And what is their conversion statistics? And I understand that there are different packages for ads that you can use. What do you recommend? And like, is it a worthy investment that you will get a return on?
Okay, that's a good question. So this is how we're going to do the questions. We have one that will be answered that goes to Africa 118 that was about differentiating your personal and profile and your business brand. And then also we have one that has come to Ecobank. We have at least a ticket through. There's a couple of questions. And then we'll finish with Wanjala. So we'll just start with answering that and then I'll come to you.
Thank you. So I wasn't in at the beginning. So my name is Einstein. I want to sell a product at Africa. I don't know if you can see me online, but I think the question John actually mentioned quite a bit in terms of an answer when he was talking about your profile and your page. So like on Facebook, it's more straightforward. You know, your Facebook page is your company page, but your profile is your personal profile, and differentiating the two can be, should be straightforward in that way. When you're talking about Instagram and TikTok, I know that I've done a test to try and set up my TikTok business account, and I found that it was challenging because they've not really opened up the African market. But I know that Instagram has the option of having your business page in the same way that your Facebook does. But then now, so when you add your Google profile, because you can only have a business Google profile, the benefit for that is once you consistently have your name of your company on your Google business profile, as well as your Instagram company page and your Facebook company page, then that separates your business with your personal profile, which will have your personal name, your personal name and your personal photos, which generally, if someone is searching for your business and they find you're talking about your business on your personal profile, they'll see one photo of your business, maybe showing your product, and then the next photo of you on the beach somewhere or in the club somewhere. So it becomes, it's not relevant. So the simple way to differentiate your business and your personal profile is essentially by what you share in those different profiles, as well as what you set up. So set up your business with your name exactly the same on all of the profiles, whether it's Facebook, Google, Instagram. Eventually when TikTok happens for us, they'll do the same thing. So that if someone searches for your business and finds you, let's say on Google, Google has the option of adding social links. When you have those links for your business, specifically on your Google business profile, then you've basically separated who you are as opposed to what the business is. You can definitely share your profiles on your personal profiles so that your friends and your family can, or people that basically know who you are can find your business. But as soon as they find your business, you need to give them an ecosystem that shows what your business does as a whole, because that's the way you can build trust with your business. I think that.
Okay, thank you so much. And then of course this can be answered, the questions that were directed to Ecobank. So just to remind, because there were a couple. So the first one was if someone has a community of women that and they'd love for the team from Ecobank to come and talk to them and also educate them so about the products Elevate, is that a possibility? And then we have, I'll combine that with the what Ecobank was asking. Do you also engage in matters environment or ecology and any products for the youth? So we start with that and then
there's another question, so I can answer all of them.
Yes.
Collateral.
Yes, and then on the last one, yes, are you able to use non-legible assets? That's collateral. I think it's good, yeah.
Okay, I'll answer the questions in the order that they came in. So the first one about whether if you get a group of women together, we can come conduct a training. This is how I'd like to respond to the question. The mandate for the Elevate business is to do the following: to empower women from a perspective of, first of all, access to markets, access to money, which is access to finance, access to networking opportunities, and what's the fourth one? Market, training, coaching, and mentorship. That's the last one. So for as long as anything the women ask for falls in that category, myself and Obed, that's what we do on a daily basis. So this room is always busy. So if you say you want to bring 20 women, 30 women, sometimes it's good if they all have the same kind of agenda that they're looking for, so that it's easier for us to custom make content that will actually answer their questions. We have a hybrid audience right now, which is okay because everyone wants digital to succeed. But we may have an audience, for example, of women who are running Airbnb. Then we have to go and get an Airbnb expert to talk to you about how to make money in your Airbnb business, how to look for business, and how to become and how to be. We had one for agribusiness, we had one for e-commerce, we had another one which was hybrid, which was around mental resilience, mental health. So please feel free to write to us. We'll work together, agree on a date, agree on who to get as a facilitator. Sometimes we have people internally who can do that, and sometimes we outsource, and we have partnerships with the Africa Guarantee Fund and Melanin Capital, Wild, and other partners. So we will not fail to get someone to represent for any specific one. The second question was around environment. So the Elevate desk handles women, and it's not just women in business, it's women in all categories. We do events and we do mentorship even for universities. We've participated a lot this year with the Catholic University, and we continue to do that. The proposition for the youth, before they get into employment to get a salary, or before they get into business to get an income, is a digital-based solution that sits within our consumer banking section. We're going to stay for a few minutes after this so we can have a one-on-one and answer the details of that. But we do have university students or any youth anywhere in the country can go on the platform, open an account, transfer money into that account through any other platform like M-Pesa, create some type of credible history, and can borrow based on their style of investment. That's for the youth, irrespective of their gender. In terms of whether we are doing anything eco, yes, we are. I think our partnership with Melanin Capital is based on green businesses, and we are big on that. And Africa Guarantee Fund has also a special program for the blue economy and the green economy, and for that reason, we welcome ideas around that and a collaboration to co-create solutions that works for that segment. The third question as to whether we use live animals or plants for collateral. This is how I'd like to put it from my own perspective, first of all, because it will create a better understanding before I go into the details of we are a bank and this is what we do. I personally am a farmer. And borrowing, asking the bank to lend to us as my family farm based on our avocado trees sounded impossible. So what we did is find out what the bank is looking for. The bank is looking just for two things: if you can pay, what they give you. Then the second thing they're looking for: if you can't pay, how can they get their money back? Obviously, they cannot come and uproot the avocado trees, and no one will buy them when they are mature as trees, unless they are producing fruit, which will not allow them to harvest from our farm because they didn't participate in growing them. What does that mean? We then had to invest in little things that can pass for collateral. So in the process of doing dairy, for example, you now invest, first you can invest in the land, which is make sure it's in the name of the business. You can, the capital investments that you put, like the equipment and all that you're going to be using in the process, make them part of your story of, you have to create your own assets or collateral based on what you know your strengths are. But this is the fear. The fear that you don't know that someone will come and slaughter all the goats overnight. And you won't know what to say. It's the same fear the bank has. That they have taken shareholders' money and they will give you, but you don't know. But I think that there are some levels of insurance, which when the farmer is willing to pay the premiums, it's easier to lend to the farmer. We are creating an agribusiness desk. I think it's a few months old right now. We are now crafting the proper solutions that will take to market. But I still think as a farmer, as thinking from your own perspective, create your collateral. Because you have trust in the business. I have trust in the avocado trees, and I know that sometimes the harvest will not be good, but possibly I can do some training programs around that. I can do value addition and I can do other things around that. So that when the bank asks, how will you pay for us? Or how will you pay, and you only harvest 4 times a year? They can look at the bank statement and see that sometimes money comes out of training, some money comes out of other associated businesses. Even yourself, you might be called to speak in seminars because you've done a good job. That money you receive will also show as money that's coming to you. So invest in things that show that there's other income that will be there in case your core business is an issue. The other thing that you can do is, insurance, better investment on alternative sources of revenue, and investing in collateral. That's very important. But also join associations. It can be very difficult for a bank to visit every farm that has 600 goats. But I'm sure in every place there's an association of people who do the business like the one you do. That way you have a body. And if there's none, start it yourself. And tell the people that I'm starting this because I know it's difficult for you to go and get a loan on your own. But if we are 10 of us, we can bring certain things together and we can borrow the money and lend it back to ourselves at better rates. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. And I believe that has captured our questions very well. So I just want to take this opportunity once again to thank everyone who made it to this session, so that because I've seen we've gone slightly over time. For those who are online, we really appreciate just being online and participating and even sending your questions. At this moment, I'd like to invite back Jackie Ndeto, sorry, I almost said Ndeto. Jackie, just to come and give our closing remarks, but also to speak in terms of where this partnership takes us and what next, because there's a question that came up, how much is the training? Okay. So just to be able to clarify what this collaboration and partners coming together, what does that mean and what is being offered as you give your closing remarks? Okay. Yes.
I'd like to appreciate everybody for taking time to be with us this morning. I'd like to appreciate our partners for all the work that went into making today possible. And I'd also like to give a special thanks for the ones who have gone ahead, gone to the scanner and actually subscribed to the service that we have offered today. What this partnership does is we want to make sure that customers who come to us can make money. And sometimes they're not making money because they're not doing the right things. And this is just one of those. So we have a collaboration from the perspective of how do you digitize your business and make money out of that. We have a collaboration on the other things I talked about, like the seminars that we've held before, and we will continue holding into next year. So once we have your email address, our partners will make sure that every forum that you have, you will receive an invite. So you decide to show up physically, or you can also join online. The trainings and the capacity building that we do not charge. And the reason we don't charge is we have come together with the partners and everyone has put something small into the kitty to make sure that we offer this. We know that the business is trained and we are not looking at asking you to come with 10,000 shillings to learn. All we are asking is that when you get the information, use it to grow your business so that your business grows and you're looking for money, your financials are looking good. So it's free. We don't charge. The content is determined by yourselves. At the end of this, you will see a feedback form. In the feedback form, you put whatever you want us to talk about next time. If you feel that you're having issues about tax, even though we already did that session before, we will do it, because sometimes we end up doing sessions about tax more than 3 times a year because it's a very common issue. If you want us to handle the details of collateral, what is collateral, what do I need to actually borrow, then we have a session on that. Some of these are like 2-hour discussions, because what you think is collateral may not be collateral for another organization. Say, for example, someone who's really good and they're a musician, what would they use as collateral? So that is a full discussion. So the content of the training is determined by yourself. The preparation and payment for the training is done by ourselves. And I look forward to seeing the people who have signed up for this. I'm going to, do you have the proposition clear on how long we're going to offer the ones who subscribe today and when they can start paying? Yeah. The ones who sign in today, there is an offer for today for how long you get it for free and when you start paying.
Sure, thanks for that. I think it was somewhere on the slide. So we will look at the details today being a Tuesday. By Friday latest, should have gotten the 10. And then ideally 72 hours, that is between Monday and Wednesday next week. We should have put something together for those 10 signups. And then anyone outside the 10, then it attracts a fee of 100 USD. And then for those who will be lucky to be among the 10, those will be the ones that we will start with. And then you'll be able to enjoy the free package for the next three months. So it's not, it's an annual subscription that you do because you're going to get access to the smart dashboard. And then for those who will be among the 10, you'll enjoy it for a whole year. But come the end of the renewal, which is the end of next year, November, the 10, that's when you'll be required to make the 100 USD. For the rest, now it will attract a charge of $100.
I think because it's pricing and those are usually very sensitive issues, we will take 2 questions. It's an annual subscription so that you can enjoy the benefits of what was presented here. Money issues are sensitive. Any other? I think a lot of people nowadays are getting used to subscription-based services, and this is what it is. I would highly recommend that you take advantage of this offer, because whatever it is that you'll do for your business, if you had to do it on your own, you'll get someone else telling you the website is 30,000, the domain is 8,000. For us to add for you a few email addresses. I mean, I also have Gen Zs in my house, and that's how they make money. So if you decide not to be smart today, I leave you in the hands of Gen Zs.
Just listening to this, I can think of 2 people who would have benefited from being here. One person who's an Airbnb. She's chosen to do that instead of something else. And somebody else just set up to do something. For the $100 offer, is that still open for them?
We're looking for the 10 that we've for. The $100 that's been paid for. So beyond that, yes, it's open. Just if they have their $100, they get in touch with us. We'll put them on the program and continue doing that. Now that you mentioned Airbnb, a friend of mine who's in the Airbnb business was afraid to advertise their business because they do not want people to know that they are doing well. So they were wondering why they're not getting guests. Another friend of ours opened up ours Airbnb that does not even have 20% of what my original friend has. And all she did is she said, I'm going to get X number of reviews. And so I'm going to offer anybody who's willing to review my business can come and get a 50% off for the night. Let me tell you, the reviews she got and the number of bookings she was getting, and they all are in the same location, made the other person wonder whether keeping their business offline and being private is worth it. It's just something to think about. Asanteni.
Okay, thank you so much. And I believe what we had mentioned on alluded to in the beginning now is clear. We know how to access that. And of course, just to be able to wind up in the next few, so that also we can also live at our pleasure, and also we have those who are online who can be able to drop off. Thank you very much for creating time to be here today. That is an investment. The time you've taken, it's an investment in yourself and in your business. It's never in vain. We have our representatives from the different partner organizations who will still be around. If you have questions, ask, engage. You never know what opportunity, you can leave this place with. And then I think it would be good enough before we leave, you can take a group photo. I usually say commemorate. You remember, this is when you decided to make a change for digital improvement for your business. So I'll ask, even as we close, we just come to the front. I think we'll have the projector roll up, and then we can have a group photo for evidence. You know, if there's no photo, it didn't happen. I got the good photos, you know. So I think it would be fair enough for us to be able to take a group photo. Other than that, please enjoy the networking and getting to know each other. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure being your moderator for today. Thank you.